Hi, this is Gary Schultze from Cyclone Reef. Today we're going to talk about how to catch those pesky little fish that are too smart to get with a net. You know, in a reef aquarium, it can be awfully hard to catch fish once they're in there. You know, there's so many holes and nooks and crannies for them to hide in, and there's corals hopefully all over in your tank. And you know, the fish, if you take a net to them, the net can get caught on the corals and break them off, and the fish know just where to hide where you can't get at them. So fish trap seems to be an excellent way to catch them, and today we're going to take a look at a few different types of fish traps and see if we can catch these chromis that I've been after for quite a while. I'd like to remove the school of chromis that were in there from the beginning of the tank and replace them maybe with some more anthias. So let's see how we do with the fish trap.
Okay, so this is a pop bottle. Just a, I guess this is a, must be a 12-ounce bottle. I think this was from some tea or some water probably. But anyway, so I cut this bottle off at the top, and it has some nice deep grooves in the edge of the bottle, and so there's a couple of grooves left on this side, and so you can just take that in and pop it in there, and it really stays pretty good. Now you could take this and you know, drill a couple of holes and put some zip ties through them and hold it together that way, and then you know this end isn't coming out. But the idea is for smaller fish that you could have them swim in, put the food in there, leave this at the bottom of the tank with a rock on top of it, and then the smaller fish will swim in through the hole and to get the food, and then they can't find their way back out through the hole again. This is kind of the idea. Or you see them swim in and you've got time to get your net or your hand over the hole. We tried this unsuccessfully for a couple of weeks, and no fish ever swam into this. Now maybe a larger bottle might be better. We're going to start working with some larger traps because we're not having much success getting a fish to swim into a small enclosure, even if the food is good and they're starving. They're too smart.
So we got this trap from Seaside Aquatics. It has a feeding tube on the top, and we're using our apex to feed the fish through this. This is the only food I'm giving them here. So the idea is to starve out the fish until they'll go in that trap to get their food. So far we've been unsuccessful, but fish have been starting to go in and out of the trap, so we'll see what happens here over a period of time. You can see in the photo there that there's food laying around in the bottom of the trap, and you know, eventually the power head kind of sucks that food out into the tank anyway, and the fish know this, and so they just wait outside till the food floats out to them.
So you can kind of see when I put this door in here, it has the ability to go crooked in the track. And you know, that track being loose makes it so the door slides down, but when it's crooked, I can take the slack off this string and it doesn't always go down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try running this up over my light here. These are LEDs, so they're not hot at all. We'll try just you can see I can let the slack off and it goes down. So this looks like it'll work. So I'll get that out the front and man our station here, and we'll see what we can catch in the fish trap this time. Doors open. Now the problem is I'll probably have to leave this open for a while and just let the fish get used to the idea again that it's okay to go in and out of there
and nobody's going to snap the door shut on them. I think we've sufficiently freaked out the fish at this point. Yeah. So we'll try again later. There he goes. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about going in the trap here. Not sure about this. There we go. He's going for it. Was he in there that time? He's thinking about it. There. No! Oh!
Oh, it hits the fish and stays open.
This is what happens with the Seaside Aquatics trap. There it is right there. That little hook goes inside the door and it does not come out. So the door goes shut and it catches on that. I'm not sure why they built it this way, but I think we're going to try something different. So the problem with this is that this piece here that holds the string fits into this little slot in the back of the door. And so when you're pulling up on the door, it's supposed to break free, and then the door drops. This piece here, all I can figure out is that's simply a weight to help the door go down. But what we've encountered is that it goes down and it hits on this portion of this piece and leaves the door open about that much. And so I think, you know, this trap would work much better if the fish line here was hooked through a little hole that we drill right here, and then we could just drop the door and not worry about this piece catching. I think, you know, maybe in some cases you could rig this up so that you know, a fish that goes in and then hits the door, maybe they could wiggle it enough to pull this and let it break free, but it doesn't work very well. I don't think this is a great concept for a fish trap. I'm going to go ahead and drill a 3/64 hole in the center of this door at the top. And then we'll try running our string through that hole. They're getting bolder now. Come on, boys. Go for it. You know you want it. There he goes. There. Now. There's no food over there. It's all in the trap, boys. It's all in the trap. Hello, is it safe to go in the trap? I think so. Go in. Oh my gosh!
This is a trap I constructed for this Ebli angelfish. What I did is I created a wall of egg crate across the tank through a natural break. I left a gap in the back initially so that the fish could go to the other side, separating himself from everybody else. Once that happened, slid the egg crate wall back in place, making sure that there were no gaps, created a box, and it's specifically designed to be vertical with a hole at the bottom so that when the fish went in, it would not have a straight line to swim back out.
This is a trap that we made ourselves here, and it's got a trap door that opens vertically with a fish line, much like the Seaside Aquatics trap. There's venting. I drilled holes in the sides to get water through there, and you can use a power head or something like that on a homemade trap like this to move the water through. We had to catch our purple tang and keep him separate from the Achilles there. He was picking on him pretty good, so we're going to let him get used to one another for a while. But anyways, that's about it for fish traps. I appreciate your watching. Subscribe to our channel below. Thanks.